taped on the wall. I have a vertical piece of masking tape that I marked my center line so I can align the template left to right, and then I'll put a level on the line that goes horizontally across to make sure everything is level from that point. So the next thing I need to do is to drill the holes right in the center of all the marks on my template. I chose a drill bit that is one size smaller than the diameter of the 832 threaded rod. And the reason for that is you want to make sure that when you push the letter into the wall through the hole, that the serrated edges on the threaded rod are, for lack of a better term, they're sawing kind of the wall, and it's putting pressure on the letter to hold it securely in place. With letters this small, you shouldn't have to use any adhesive. However, if you are using bigger letters, you may want to put some adhesive in the hole and then go ahead and set the letters into them. So here's what the holes look like after I remove the template. Now keep in mind, what I'm showing you here is for installation into drywall. If you're installing into concrete, plaster, stone, any other material other than drywall, the suggestion would be to make the holes slightly larger than the threaded rod, and definitely use adhesive. Just put some adhesive in the hole and then push the letter in with the threaded rods, and that'll hold it in place. So undersizing the hole for drywall, oversizing the hole for any other material. So now what we need to do is drill an additional hole in the wall, which will line up where the wire is going to go. So again, because we put the holes in for the wire into the back of the acrylic after we machined it, we have to basically place the hole in the wall where we're going to snake the wire through. Now again, if we planned ahead of time where you wanted the wire hole to be, we could have transferred that to the template as well, and we could have drilled that hole through the template. So this particular way wasn't a big deal. We were just trying to figure out the best way to run all the wires, because we had to avoid some metal studs and other obstacles that were in the wall. So this worked out good for us, but again, if you plan accordingly, you could put that in the actual layout. Okay, now we can go ahead and just push every letter into the wall, setting the threaded rods, and run the wire through. So in this case, what we did was we ran all of the wires through the wall. We had to pull some insulation out behind the drywall and actually cut a hole above the ceiling to reach inside. And we were able to pull each wire over the suspended ceiling tiles and hanging out in the front like you see here. So now what we'll do is we'll strip all the wires, and we're going to go ahead and connect all the ends together, positives to positives, negatives to negatives, and then connect a terminal and hook it up to the power supply. The power supply is going to end up going in the ceiling above one of the tiles, and that will plug into the timer, which will also go into the ceiling. And in this ceiling, in this building, there happens to be a 110 volt outlet that we're able to plug the timer into, so you don't actually have to, you don't see it. It's up there. So the only problem with that is twice a year we have to go in and just change for daylight savings time, but that's okay. It's easier than running a whole new electric circuit or running the wire somewhere else in the building. And here it is. This is the final sign. It's all plugged in and lit up. It came out really good. I was really happy. Everything was spaced perfectly. The letters fit in. They're nice and solid. All the wiring is tucked away in the ceiling so you can't see it. It's a very clean installation. The LEDs that we used were plenty bright, so even with the lights on in the office, you could still see the reflection and the drop shadow on the wall. I really was happy with the way that the light bulb came out. That was a lot of work because each of the rays on the light bulb had to have an individual LED strip on it. And the wire for each of those had to get run into the main part of the bulb, and the threads on the bulb, the 4 blocks there, each had to have a LED in it. So there was a lot of work on the light bulb to get that done, but the process was exactly the same as it was with the letter E that I showed you in this. So here it is with the lights off in the office, and you can see it really glows up nice with the lights off. So all in all, very excited about this project. I was happy to be able to put this video together. I hope everybody finds it helpful. This was a little cumbersome to put together because there was a lot of pieces and parts, and I didn't necessarily have video for every single step. So I tried to include some photographs and at least explain everything that we were doing so you could better understand. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And please, as always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please do so that next time we post a video, you can be notified of it. Thank you very much for watching.